Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it is time, that's right, for the freaking weekend. That's right. We made it. Yes, we made it. Fantastic. Welcome, 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 everybody, to the freaking weekend. This is when we get the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so you already know what kind of day this is going to be, okay? Good. Glad you're here. All right. Let's talk about it. First of all, we are at a rest week this week, and if you didn't check out your midweek tarot reading, well, you got to check that out first, and then you can go ahead and watch this fine-ass video. So what we're going to do is get the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think I mentioned that. We're going to pull your name out of the singing bowl, your sign, and we're going to give you the vibe for the weekend. What's it going to be? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Am I not good or bad? You know, am I working this weekend? If I am working this weekend, what's my attitude going to be like? You know, it's the vibe, kids. That's what we go on, is the vibe. And if we get a jump on the vibe, well, then it feels really good. So, yeah, I want to decompress a little bit before you know how I am. I just hit record. But I've had all kinds of technical difficulties before even making this video. So, yeah. But this is what I love to do. So, we're here. So I'm just kind of like sitting with the energy. You know what I mean? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we clear the energy out? See, when I'm feeling funky, and you can do this too, when you're feeling a little off, clear your energy. And you can do that. And I like to do it symbolically, especially with either sage or Palo Santo. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm lighting some Palo Santo. And what you do, that Palo Santo is called sacred wood. All right? And holy wood. That's why it's Palo Santo. So with Palo Santo, you get this baby going. You get the flame going on it. And you start to see like the oils starting to like sizzle. It like brings the oils out of it. And then you know it's ready. Right away I feel that. And that's so good. All right, so clearing my energy out. Let's clear yours out, shall we? All right, everybody, let's get this weekend rolling with some good energy. We're going to clear the space out. We're going to clear our decks. Absolutely. Now, see, that's so much better because when I hit record, and I wanted to take a couple deep breaths before I did that, you know, and I was just like, no, you know, let them know what it took for you to get here. Just like, what did it take this week for us to get here? And I got another light position here, so I hope this kind of like evens out the light. You know, the light behind me washes out the lights in the front. And again, you know, I'm tweaking and getting this right so it's the best for you. The best visual experience and audio experience that you can shake a stick at. You know what I mean? I want it to be good. And I hope it is for you. All right, so let's clear our energy out and let's get ready for the vibe. Okay, so let's go to the tarot table. Let's do it. Who is going to be first on the freaking weekend? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's see who is first for the weekend vibe. And oh, shit. Let's put the bowl over here. And it is Pisces. Last in the Zodiac, but first on the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful asses on the board. There you go. Welcome, Pisces. Let's get the vibe for you. Now, you know that if you watch the weekly readings, that's where we go extensively into everything, okay? For the weekend vibe, we're just getting the feeling, you know? We're not throwing all kinds of angel numbers at it and messages from our guides. We're getting it all in a short, little, compact, and hopefully humorous vibe. So, although sometimes the message comes across as serious, so I gotta switch gears, but I try to keep it light and quick. All right, so let's do it. Pisces, welcome. They all came out just like that. What do we got for you? All right. Well, let's add that to the pile. Wow, look at that. Ay, caramba. All right. What we have here is, it's raining outside. It's pouring. Wow, why is that so washed out? It's very white, isn't it? It's very white. All right, so let's take a look at this. We've got a lot of, the crows out here, the 5 of swords, the 7 of swords, the 9 of swords, the knight of swords. This is all stressing out. You need to really relax this weekend. You need to take action to ground yourself. That's a big thing, because you got worry. Your mind is fucking with you. You're anxious because you don't know where this is going, because you're really being pushed and prodded and kind of set up. The universe is kind of corralling you into a new change with the Ace of Wands. So do something different this weekend than you normally would, Instead of just doom scrolling, do something else. But this is like a long week, needs a good relax. Yeah, it's relaxing mode. That's exactly what you're in. You have to be. Okay, guys? Pisces, it's important for you to make a change. There's a huge message about grounding, so get outside, barefoot, ground while you can before the snow flies. Yeah, seek the truth with another 7. That's the 7 of swords again. Pisces, rip the veil. See behind the curtain. Seek the truth. Man, I really need some time off. Going with the flow. So the Wheel of Fortune is here to say, you know what? Just go with the flow, take action, and things come together. So again, a long week deserves a nice relaxing weekend. That's exactly it right there. So let's look at relationships. That 2 of Cups and the Ace of Wands has got me going, what's the deal here? So let's see. 7 of Cups. Now, wow. Pisces, what's going on with you? It's all this mental stuff. Let's put 7s on the board. Yeah. Enlightenment, spiritual lesson, and luck. So this weekend, you could be getting lucky. That's some good shit. But the thing is, choose. You got a lot of ideas. Make them work. It's time to just. That's you walking away from the battle of the week. You know what I mean? I'm letting it go. And 10 of Swords. This is really good. This is getting rid of that negativity. A nice, relaxing weekend, doing something different will get rid of this negativity, this self-sabotagey energy. Okay, fine. It was a shitty week. That's basically what it is. So, it may have made you say things. Maybe the 2 of you need some time alone or some time together. So come together right now at the end of the week. All right, let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets and see what else is in store for you, Pisces. Oh, hell. See? Yeah. See? Turbulence, tension, arguments. So there's a lot of stress involved here. There's no doubt about that. But let this go. We're not supposed to stress out for the weekend. I don't know. I'm really liking the new light. The new light really does something here. Good. Anyway, release your stress. Enjoy your weekend. Really, that's a big thing. Depth, awareness, importance, and value. So what's going on here is, again, Pisces, that's you. Just keep swimming, but let's not go so down. That stress has got us going down. It's time, and you're resisting it. Secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. Well, for some of you, You got a secret admirer here. Maybe that's what's coming together. But maybe you're suppressing the fact that, you know what, I need to decompress. I don't think you're going to have a hard time agreeing with me this weekend. I don't think any Pisces is going, no, I've got to get some work done. Give me a reason, Jeff, to just say, fuck it. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean quit your job, okay? So let's get a closing message for you. So basically what this is saying is don't resist the flow, go with it. You've had a hard week. It's been a little taxing. Maybe you've gotten into some arguments with your lover. It's time to mend some fences. Roll around in the grass. Just lay me down in the tall grass and let me do my stuff. That's what I see a lot of you doing. Bow, 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 chicka chow, bow, bow. All right, which one is this? It is this. And this weekend, if you could do anything, Pisces, it's laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? And that's the truth. You've gotten so stressed out that you forgot it's the weekend. I'm going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? All right, Pisces. Whoop. That's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Listen, it's been a stressful week. That's okay. That's okay. Don't make yourself feel guilty. You need some time to get things right. Spend some time with the one you love. There's a spiritual lesson to be learned here. All right, don't forget, I go live on Thursdays. And don't forget to watch your midweek tarot reset reading. Yes, so important. Let's take the sevens off the board. Pisces, I love you all. Let's take you off the board. Ninja. And I'm really shot out of a cannon. I can't wait. All right, let's see who's next. Pisces, have a great weekend. And it's Virgo. Virgo, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board, beautiful. There you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know how it is. We keep it light. We're not getting too serious, I promise. But sometimes the message, I just gotta give it, you know? I gotta make the connections for you. I'm sure you are very appreciative of that because I'm true to my word, you know? I've got to do it. I'm the message bearer here. Okay. Woo. Wow. Kind of just like a Pisces reading there. This is great. This is great energy. This is great. So this weekend, I'm going to tell you something. Take some action. Virgo, take some action. Luck is on your side. The Wheel of Fortune says it's time. We've been stuck in this kind of weird doom and gloom. Maybe you were counting on the rapture to happen this week and it didn't. You know what I mean? Get out of that perspective. And it's time to make some change. Find a different religion that's not going to be so culty. And it's taking action. The King of Wands and the Emperor, heavy Leo influence, so you may be dealing with the Leo there. But yeah, this is, again, let's not get stuck and mired in all the things that are happening, okay? And if it's one thing you can control, it's how you're looking at things that are happening, okay? Let's get some oracles. This is very good. So if you're like going on a trip or something like that, there's definite movement here. Maybe the oracles will show us some more. So let's see. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. That's all they wanted. Yeah, detach from all the stuff that happened this week. Detach from it. Maybe you just need to detach from society at large, just spend some time alone. This is going places, though, and doing things. You just, you need to take a look at things differently this weekend. That's all. You need to change your perspective with the Hangman and the Ace of Swords here. Absolutely. So let's look at love. We got Lady Luck on our side, so let's see. Are we detaching from old ways of doing things? Is it paying off with all this Emperor and King energy, King of Wands energy? This is making the change, being ready for it. Okay. Wow, the Emperor is out again. Ain't no doubt about it. So we've got the star with the universe has your back, and let's do some healing. Wow. The King of Cups is keeping the emotions out of it, calming your storm. And the Emperor, again, is moving towards something. You could be detaching from some shitty energy, boss energy, you know, that kind of thing. But something's coming in with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. Again, adventure, something you've been waiting for is coming your way. I think it's time. That's what the universe is saying for you this weekend, especially when it comes to relationships. I see two powerful people finally detaching from the past or what's happened here, Virgo. So, you know, it's two like-minded energies coming together. I really like that. I really like that. Let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets and see what's going on here. Yeah, there's a big thing about time this weekend. Waiting, cycles, and moments. I think you're about to have one this weekend. Look at that. Soulmates. Deep love, unity, and connection. The Emperor's out here. Again, it doesn't have to be like male, female. When we're talking about relationships and I see two Emperors there, that gives me the feeling of two like-matched energies coming together. That's the only way things do come together, when the energies match. All right, so let's get a closing message for you. So it's time. I don't know, Virgo. I think it's time. The waiting is over. Make the change. Detach from outcomes, though. All right. Closing message. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person, and that's exactly it. Get yourself out there. Reach out. Make some plans. It's time. For a lot of you Virgos this weekend, I think you're going to meet your match. You heard it here first. Put it in the comments if you do. I mean, really, okay? Virgo, that is going to do it for this weekend tarot reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, you can get your full midweek reset tarot reading on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And don't forget that you can watch the live from Thursday last night. We did predictions for everybody for October. So we've got the month tarot readings. I mean, guys, you are getting so much. You're getting your weeklies, you're getting the weekend, you're getting the month, you're getting love, you're going to be getting money this weekend. I mean, not this weekend, but this month we're going to be doing financial tarot readings too. I mean, we're just expanding, and I love it because that's what I've wanted to do for a long time, and now I'm doing it. So take a lesson. Be persistent at things, guys, and thank you so much for watching. So let's take Virgo off the board. Virgo, have a great weekend, and let's see who is next, and it's Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius, to the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful souls on the board. Welcome, 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 and let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Let's do it. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe for the weekend. Let's do it. Are you excited, Aquarius? You should be. Ooh. Ooh. Is that it? Yep. Ooh. All right. Yeah. So we've got the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Guys, Aquarius, listen. You need to, you may be inspired to do something this weekend that's a little bit different. Of course, you're always doing something different, but this is doubling down on that. I think you've really been looking forward to the weekend, so let's make some plans. Let's do something different. And let's come together in some sort of way. Aquarius, this is very good energy. This is very curious energy. I'd like to know more about it. But you may be opening yourself up to a relationship. This is two people coming together. Two of Wands, Two of Cups. I like it. Let's get some oracles right out of the gate. When I see that Two of Cups, it's like, ooh, okay, date night. Got a date this weekend? Maybe it's like, you know what? I do need to go out on a date. I haven't talked to so-and-so in a while. I'll call them up and see what's going on. Hey, let's go out to dinner. Let's go out for drinks. Or do you want to come over and have dinner? I see that. I see you, Aquarius, is doing some cooking or door dashing, whatever it is. You're cooking up something. Look at that. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, so there's a message here of go with your gut, definitely. Embrace the opportunities. So again, there's travel going on here. Maybe you're traveling to meet somebody or to be with them. And the Two of Cups again, guys, are you kidding me? Let's put the twos on the board. And this is all about balance and harmony. So this looks like a nice, balanced, and harmonious weekend. So embrace it. You know what I mean? It's better than the daily grind. 2, 2, 2, 2. Look at all that. 4 twos. Never a dull reading, Aquarius. Never a dull reading. Never. I love that. This looks like a really good reading. And I hope it is for you, Aquarius. Let's look at love. Let's see what's going on here. It's time. I mean, there's a lot of symbolism of the globe. It's traveling. It's making plans. You're making plans this weekend. You got an idea of what you want to do. It may be time to implement it. All right. So let's see what we have here. Wow, it's a lot. How does this go? Yep. I think after much contemplation and listening to your intuition and really following your guidance, you are ready to release your burdens. You've got this you got a new attitude, and perfect for the Knight of Cups. I mean, for the Knight of Swords. It's up to you to go ahead and say something. Now, I remember very distinctly that in the weekly readings, we were talking about it's up to you to communicate. I just coughed. That reiterated it. It's, again, the Queen of Wands making change. So, again, this is two fiery energies. This is matching energies together, just like the emperors that were in Virgo's reading. It's mutually reciprocated energy. Wow, man. The Three of Cups is celebrating, so maybe going out with some friends. Three of Pentacles, recognition. This could be somebody maybe that you work with, or you could be going on 2 different dates this weekend. You little slut. But, I'm just kidding. But look at that. It's 10 of Cups, guys. Come on. Yes. This is good stuff. You could be getting together with family, too. Everything comes together for you this weekend, but there's a big message about you, like communicating, like you're the one that has to initiate. Okay? Maybe you really don't know what to say. Trust your gut on that, Inner wisdom is really going to pay off for you. And letting bygones be bygones. What else do we have for Aquarius for this love bombish weekend? Let's see. They want me to show this one first, and it's distracted. So, sidetracked, change, maybe some delays. There's definite energy about changing things. So if the plans change, that's fine. It's good. It's all good. Emotional storm. Turmoil, unstable, and affected. So calm your storm. Change the way you're looking at it. Release that. Maybe this week has been one of those weeks, And nourish. Self-growth, self-focused, and soul-finding. So nourish yourself. Maybe you've been distracted. Now it's time to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? But working on your relationships, absolutely. Wow, Aquarius, let's get a closing message for you. This is some really good energy. I think that there's coming together of all sorts. Family, friends, work, you name it. We got 2 of these. shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Wow. Maybe that's what's caused some of this emotional storm, which has got you distracted. There is an indication of you changing things. Jobs, maybe. The Three of Pentacles is in there. But, that's for some of you. Don't quit your job if you like it. You know what I mean? Make better fucking choices. Okay, well, they give you some advice and then they call you out. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yes, and that's another thing. Change it. Don't bitch about it. Change it. Okay? This weekend, though, sweet. Very sweet. Very, very sweet. And maybe there's some other things that are kind of stopping you from truly enjoying yourself. But I got a feeling that Aquarius is getting some, or moving towards some, or really I'm telling you guys, embrace the opportunities that are available. So if you are thinking about changing your job and moving on, hey, so be it. You know what I mean? The universe will always provide for you. Okay? Remember that, Aquarius. All right, that's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, yes, watch your midweek reset tarot reading available to you Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Aquarius, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to the Freakin' weekend. Let's put all those over there. Yes, correct. Very good. Very good. Let's put you on the board, Taurus. There you are. Ooh, lovely. The bull. Taurus's midweek tarot reading was a little scathing, I say. I don't know. Again, it's not me. But if anyone knows me, knows that I have some kind of weird, unhealthy relationships with Tauruses. I mean, they're everywhere in my life, and it's just hard for me to deal with them. And if you look at the natural order of the Zodiac, Leo and Taurus are in a square position. Well, in my chart, actually, I shouldn't say that. In my chart, Leo and Taurus is in a square position because I have Leo at the midheaven and the sign of Taurus on my 7th house. So you already know where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? I have my sun in the 9th house and Taurus on my 7th house with Saturn squaring my sun. Who's got daddy issues? And guess what sign daddy is? Taurus. Who was my first wife? My future ex-wife? Taurus. How many relationships have I gotten into that said, oh, not this Taurus? Taurus. What keeps coming into my freaking life? Tauruses. But I love you all. Really, I do. I have some great Taurus friends, so it's not all that. All right, Taurus, let's get the vibe for you. All right, it's an end to confusion. Be patient. Remember, you create your reality and things are moving fast. We talked about this in your weekly, that things are going to be moving fast here. Just be patient. Taurus, you've got to be patient for this weekend, all right? But choose the highest and the best for you. Create what you want to do. Communicate that, though, with everybody involved. Don't be like, well, I made these plans. Well, you didn't tell me, This is the kind of weekend where you get to choose what you want to do. So, what will make you have a great weekend? You just have to be patient. It's an end to confusion. And with some patience and a little creativity and knowing that, your vibe changes everything. Yeah, look at that. Change your focus. Exactly. Change your focus. I'm not going to be confused. I'm going to put the effort in. You may be doing some redecorating. You may be changing things, another 8. That's very opportune, very abundant energy. Change your focus. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. While I got your attention. Okay, so let's look at relationships. So again, there may be a little confusion. Maybe the week was just littered with all kinds of choices, and now you get to go ahead and, it looks like, have some fun. It's an end to I don't know what to do. Just do something. Boundaries. With some of your relationships, again, change your focus. But this is, stand your ground. Knight of Cups is an offer coming in this weekend. Be patient with that. And the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, is beautiful. And you're dealing with fixed energy here. So it's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. So you could be dealing with one of the 4 fixed signs. But what this shows is it's time to do some stuff around the house. It's time to, I think to tell you the truth, I think it's starting to make choices about how your outer environment is, a reflection of your inner environment, okay? And when it comes down to relationships, singles, I think if you put an end to being indecisive, I think that the offer comes in. A lot of you Tauruses are getting some offers coming in. You actually manifested this, so go for it, okay? Let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets. Let's see what else they add to this. What do you want me to keep? Okay, that one. And then shuffle again. I get very specific instructions about how these cards go. If they don't feel right, I ask, what do I do? Okay. All right, so we've got this, past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. So again, it may be time that we're completing that cycle. Now we can change our focus onto something else. For some of you, obscurity, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. Well, let's not be obscure. This, remember I said, make sure communication is important with that 8 of Wands here. So make sure that you are communicating effectively. If you want people to communicate effectively with you, well, then you have to be the one doing that also. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's get a closing message for you. So communication is key this weekend. And make sure that you change your focus from endings to beginnings, okay? Let's see what we got for you from the Rebel deck. I knew that I should have shuffled those a little bit more. There we go. Uh-oh. You're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. That's from being obscure and not communicating effectively. So let's not go down that road this weekend, okay? Change your focus. Let things go. Don't be confused. Make a choice. That's all. And trust it. Be patient with your process also, Taurus, okay? All right, Taurus, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That goes from Wednesday to Tuesday. So that covers the weekend and everything else in there too. And don't forget to watch the live on Thursday that happened. You can watch that on the replay. And we're going over October's predictions. And we're doing tarot readings for everybody's sign for October. So let's get the jump on October. And I'm going to go through the whole month of energy switches and new moons and all of that to kind of give a precursor. And when you put these together with the weeklies and the weekend, guys, I got you so covered. But again, Taurus, have a great weekend. Focus on new beginnings. Do some stuff around the house. Really, it's time to do that. All right, let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. I almost said Weeba. Happy birthday, Weeba. Let's put you on the board. Look at that. Beautiful, balanced energy. It is your season. Happy birthday to you. For you early Libras. Let's get the vibe. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. So, lots of uncertainty. Okay, so don't be tempted to Sit in the uncertainty, Libra. Okay? The one thing that is certain is uncertainty. That's the only thing there is to be certain about is uncertainty. And it's okay. Embrace it. All right? But the devil is like, nah. Capricorn energy also. But don't be tempted to sit in uncertainty. Get out of your judgments of others, of other people. And I'm almost positive we talked about that. We talked about that in the weekly reading. Make sure you watch that. Okay? But releasing your judgments. Judgment is setting yourself free. You finally allow to do it. So maybe you're setting yourself free this weekend from a week of wow to, all right, you know what? I'm releasing myself from this, whatever that is. Page of Pentacles and the sun. Now, get outside, get grounded, and get some sun. You're all pruned up from going in the depths right here. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to balance that out by grounding and just shining as brightly as the sun. Not being obscure and vague as the moon. You know what I mean? So release yourself. Because I think now you're judging yourself. Why? Why be judgy? Why give a shit what other people think too? Move to your rhythm. And it pays off this weekend when you do, okay? So let's see what the orbs... Damn it, I keep fucking these cards up. Jeff, shuffle these better. I really do a number on these cards. All right, it's my job. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so take the lead. Absolutely, with the Emperor energy. Don't be just sitting there like, whoa, ho, ho, ho. Get out there, do stuff, balance. Look at that. Be patient. Embrace opportunities. And the Lover's card. I mean, come on. Come on, this is great energy. Enough for this, okay? The universe is like, will you please just enjoy yourself this weekend, Libra? Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Libra, it's your season. Celebrate, celebrate. Libra, it's your season. Get outside and ground. Get those possum paws on the lawn and let the earth wash away your negativity and hedonistic attitudes or anything else. You know, I don't know why I said hedonistic, but is hedonism like taboo stuff? Oh, wow. Speaking of taboo, look at that. Well, at least you're not doing it alone. Look at that. 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. See this? All right. It looks like everybody's working for the weekend. That's definitely what's going on here because every reading has started off with, and then it ends like, okay, Queen of Pentacles. Again, more grounding. Get out there and ground, Libra. Be patient. It'll set you free. This is great energy here. Celebrating with friends, going out, enjoying each other. Get outside. If you're inside watching TV this weekend, I mean, sure, if it's pouring, yeah, okay. But still, the weather in my neck of the woods has been absolutely wonderful. So take advantage of it. It's not time to sit inside. Not yet. We don't hibernate yet. What we do is we harvest. We reflect. We balance. Okay, so return, second chances, opportunity, and making amends. All right. So some people is getting back together. That's okay, as long as it was a good start. If it's dirtbag Daryl, no. And one day, what does this mean? I never got this. Someday, somewhere, another time. Okay. I think that someday has come with some of you second chancers. That day has come. I really don't know what the foot is with the paint. I really don't know what that is. But one day, someday, somewhere, another time, somewhere, someday. I don't know. One day at a time. Everything can change in one day. Maybe it'll happen this weekend. Weird. Never got that card before. But it may be meaning something to you, Libra, and that's all that matters. So let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck for you. Ooh. You need a big fucking hug. Virtual hug on its way. Squeeze. All right, Libra, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Happy birthday. Y'all getting some second chances. Y'all finger painting with your feet. It's a good time to get outside and enjoy each other, or enjoy whatever it is. But let the week kind of melt away and enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend, okay? Someday, somewhere, sometime, it's coming. That's your indication that it's coming. So just bask in the sunshine this weekend. You deserve it. All right, Libra, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Gemini. Gemini's bipolar. I love you, Gemini. You got them two sides, That's all right. It works well for you guys. It really does. All right, Gemini, did I put you on the board? Yeah, okay. Jeez, you just did it, Jeff. All right, let's see. Let's get the vibe for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, these were not ready yet. I just get excited. Just like your weekly reading. Like as soon as I know it's Gemini time, I start to feel your energy, that antsy excitability, It's not a negative thing. It's actually a good thing. It just doesn't work well on live camera, because I don't edit my stuff. So if I'm a goof, I'm just responding to the energy. All right. Let's get the vibe for you, Gemini. There we are. All right. Time to change your... Let's see, how do we interpret this? I say it's time for a new idea. You're kind of stuck. Maybe you're finally going, you know what, this weekend I am not doing the same old. Do that. Do something different. Do something different. Trust your intuition this weekend. Don't let your emotions get to you. Again, that's what keeps you stuck. So find a new way of looking at things. You do want to protect your energy. So maybe some of you just want to just kick back. You know what I mean? And it's fine. But I guess the big message here for you, Gemini, is don't let people rob you of a good time. Don't let people put you in a stuck position. But protect your energy. Stand your ground. If this is what you want to do this weekend, then damn it, do it. You know what I mean? All right. So, Ace of Swords to the Hangman is always like, we got to change the way we're looking at things. Maybe it's trying to be flexible. You're actually very adaptable, so that works. But this just looks like, I got to get out of this stuck energy, Is there somebody in my life that's kind of robbing me of that? More than likely, yes. All right, so spread your wings. Make some plans. Again, you're not stuck. If you're feeling stuck in the house, get out. Sacral chakra. This is your pleasure center. So, have some fun. Because and this is reiterating this, joy and stability, that's all it matters this weekend, okay? And look at that, 2 + 2 is 4. Don't sit in the house, walk to the door, and let the universe guide you. Let the universe guide you. Okay? All right. let's get love. Let's find out about love. We have no indication of love here, except the sacral chakra, which is always meaning getting down and dirty. So, you know, maybe you're stuck in the same old position. Try a different one. All right, let's see. Get the book on the Kama Sutra. Download that. There's some helpful tips. I used to look at that in my mom's drawer when I was 6 years old, and I could not understand what the hell was going on. All right, Queen of Swords, cuts out cords, speaks her truth. All right, get it, honey. Put the dog in a kennel. We're going away for the weekend. You know what I mean? Don't be foolish. Go on an adventure. When I see the Fool and the Ten of Cups, it's Bilbo Baggins energy. It's I'm going on an adventure. Sure, it's going to bring you to the one ring that almost destroys the whole fucking Middle Earth, but you have some fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some, and this is good energy for love too, so do something different. You know what I mean? Do something sexy different, you know? You don't have to get naughty, but have some fun and stick to it. Just don't do the same old, you know? Ooh. Yeah, these cards are still new, so they all kind of like fly out together. Let's cut it one more time. There we go. What else do we have? Woo! For Gemini. God, I got tarot card dust all over me. Silence. Frozen. No words. Stonewall. Okay. That's probably where we're at right now. It's just kind of like a stuck energy. And look at this. Curse. Hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. Okay, well, first of all, we're only going to focus on the one thing that matters at the bottom. Negative mind. We're not going to focus on hex or witchcraft. I mean, what the fuck is that pumpkin doing? Is that a wig or is that orange smoke coming out of it? Okay, so maybe you're getting into the whole Halloween pumpkin spice gamut. You know what I mean? Great. But I don't want you to focus on hex or witchcraft. Okay? Because that ain't it. And that doesn't mean go out and practice some of that stuff, you know, because you got to be careful. What you put out there comes back to you tenfold. And that's why I don't condone that stuff or anything. And I don't want you to believe that you're under a hex. Maybe some of you need to be told that because you firmly believe that and you got to change your mind. Think about it rationally. You know what I mean? I'm a very spiritual person. I am 100% in the spiritual. But I call bullshit on some of that stuff. You know what I mean? I call bullshit. All right, twin flame. Mirroring, shared feelings and reflection. Many of you could be doing that. That's what this King of Cups energy is. And this Seven of Wands energy is like very contemplative. Maybe we're really thinking about where things going with our partner, and boy, are they going good. And then the next thing you know, good stuff. I like it. I like it, Gemini. I mean, it's you like just having fun and letting go of this, whatever that is. I mean, curse. Come on. Closing message. Fuck fear. Absolutely. It will lie to your face every single time. Every single time. So, fuck fear, Gemini. I don't know. This looks like you getting out of this, kicking off the cobwebs. You're going out, you know. Maybe you're staying in and wearing some lingerie or, you know, getting all sexy or, you know, I don't know. But this looks like have fun. Go out on an adventure. Again, maybe this what you're doing is maybe going to a haunted house or like a pumpkin patch and like getting pumpkins and like cider and all that, you know. pumpkin spice, wearing that sweater that, looks like a neck brace on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All right, Gemini, that's going to do it for this freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That gives you the big vibe for the week, Wednesday through Tuesday. Excellent. And don't forget to check out that live I did on Thursday. That included October predictions, tarot predictions for all the signs. So check that out. All right. Gemini, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. All right, who's next? And it's Scorpio. Scorpio for the win. Welcome, Scorpio, to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. What do we have for this weekend energy? After all that crazy energy that we've went through the last couple weeks, actually the whole month, you know what I mean? But your ruler is in your sign now, so you could be, well, your old ruler, I should say. Your old ruler's in your sign, so that could be giving you some drive and some passion, and I think we've talked about passion in your reading. Scorpio, I forgot to put you on the board. I knew I was jumping the gun. There we go. All right. But yeah, bringing passion back into your life, getting passionate about it. All right, so this weekend's message is have faith. Things are going to move the way you want them to. You just have to stop worrying about it. Definitely, we got the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords. That's a change of, what am I worrying for? Why am I doing this to myself? Have faith. Plans, whatever is kind of like in flux right now that's got you a little worried, it'll work out, Scorpio. So make sure you just keep the faith. Things are going to be moving. Definitely, you're going to hear some information about your family or friends that's going to really alleviate all this because you kept the faith. All right. So this weekend is about keeping the faith. Maybe you're worried about doing something with a group of people. I'm just not in the vibe. Sometimes that happens. But keep the faith. It'll actually be good for you for some reason. Ooh. What do I keep? Those 2 and not those. Okay. And those 2. Okay. So yeah, release sadness and isolation. So that's maybe what you're doing here. You're getting rid of that energy, which is good. Listen to your intuition. Again, have faith. All of that. Okay. And share the love with the 3 of Cups. Again, let's put the 3s on the board. 3, 3, 3. Here we are. And it's growth, creativity, and divine support. Now, divine support is huge because we're keeping the faith. So we're being divinely supported to keep the faith, to listen to our intuitions. There's something definitely going on here about groups, friends, that kind of thing. So don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Trust your intuition. Don't isolate yourself. Interesting. There is no indication here of, yes, you should be isolated. Nope, you've done it. Look at that. And now we're in relationships. Keep the faith. So this is about relationships. Maybe a sacred union between friends here. Interesting. Put in the work. Put your time and energy into things that pay off and release the things that don't, like isolating yourself. Queen of Cups is, again, more acknowledge it of trusting your intuition. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, fellow Scorpio, or a Pisces. And the world. Could be doing some traveling too. You might be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. So maybe another Scorpio here. There's a lot of that. So just be mindful of that, Scorpio. You could have met your match. This is growth. Or you could be opening up to meet your match. Either way, it's saying faith. Faith. There is a sacred union out there. There is a person for you out there. And I think maybe that, for some reason, comes into view for you this weekend. Okay? All right, so Divine Masculine. This is the yang energy, masculine energy. Again, so we're dealing with masculine energy here. That's the drive, that passion, that Mars in Scorpio, okay? And perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. So this weekend, clear your headspace, definitely. Now, let's get, what's the vibe? So getting some perspective, releasing things, maybe, not maybe, you are better off. Focus on your happiness, okay? Oh my God, look at that. You can't make this shit up, guys. Laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. So focus on joy, focus on happiness. That will allow you to change your perspective. And that's the thing. I think you need to be around other people. You need to be social this weekend. This will get you out of your funk. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you, Scorp, and see what we have for you. Which one? Okay. I've got two here. You are giving away your power. With that sadness and isolation, it's time to release that. You are a badass. Act like it. Again, change your perspective. Laugh about it. Be joyful about it, okay? And don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. They sure can, especially when they're not working in your favor. And your thoughts only do that because you're telling it to or you're allowing it to. So change the way you think, change your life. Your perspective is greatly changed when you get around people this weekend, okay? All right, Scorpio, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted on Wednesdays. And don't forget to check out the live. I go live every Thursday. Last night's live was the October predictions for your sign. So, some birthday love coming your way. We like that. All right, Scorpio, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Cancer, another water sign. Welcome, Cancer, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. Beautiful. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on here for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Subscribe. It's just a click. That's all it is. And then you get all the info I'm putting out and all the videos, the news about the videos when I'm launching them. Join the Vibe Tribe. We're going to have a lot of goodies for you there too. So let's get the vibe, Cancer. Enough of my shameless promotion. All right, what do we got? All right, well, let's put you, oh yeah, you are on the board. I thought I forgot again. All right, so Cancer, release your judgments. You got your walls up. Maybe you had to be very defensive this week. You are resilient. You have resilience. So the MO for this weekend is, okay, so we've had a lot of shit go down. Let's work on that. Let's put our walls down. Let's look at a new idea here and how to empower ourselves. There's also a birth of an idea that may be happening this weekend. You may be getting together with somebody to discuss the plans of what you're going to do. Just release this, whatever happened this week, okay? But yeah, messages coming through, reciprocating energy, definitely here. I love this. This looks like getting together. It's reciprocating energy. There's no doubt about it. However, this can stop it all. So let's be aware of that, okay? So, let's see what we got. Oop, where'd that go? All right, I gotta go across the room to get that. Not a problem. That card flew, kids. All right, let me go grab that other card. Please enjoy the music while you wait I'm knocking everything down. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm back, folks. All right, let's get this. Win or lose. That's the theme for the weekend, kids. Open up. Yeah, because you're closing up. Interesting. Just breathe. Get outside and ground. 4s. 2. Let's see what else. Solar plexus. Yeah. Confidence. Win or lose. Empowerment. Nurturing. And dreams come true. God damn, that's beautiful. You know what? I need to turn that fan on. I was kind of glad that card flew across the room, but it's muggy, y'all. It's muggy in this end of September. Can you believe this? Actually, today it's like Forks, Washington out there. Very Forks, Washington. But it's hot. You know, it's warm. It's muggy. All right. Got that cool breeze. Cancer, let's see. Let's get the relationships here. We're opening up to something. Dreams coming true. What's going on here? Could you be getting ready? Are you releasing your judgment? Yeah, you're absolutely letting go of your burdens. There it is, right there. It's confirmation as it was coming out of my mouth. 6 of Cups, yeah, reminiscing. Maybe somebody from the past for some of you. And Ace of Wands, yeah, this is a new beginning in a relationship here. This could be a work relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be something. Mutual receptive energy, very good. I like it. Now let's look at Heart's Hidden Secrets. Let's ask Spirit what else we got for you. Those two just popped right up. All right, breaking point. Yeah, I bet you that's what you were at this week. Limit, final straw, and feeling overwhelmed. So this is, instead of shutting down, open up, okay? I don't want to get too serious. It's the weekend, but you know, it seems like it's been a rough week. So get together with people that are going to lift your vibe up. Time, waiting, cycles, and moments. So the only moment that matters is right now in this time frame. So this weekend, kind of enjoy the time that you have. You see what I'm saying? Like, enjoy the moments that you're in, especially with people with like-minded individuals. I wonder why this is so bright over here. I don't understand it. Did I hit that switch by chance? I don't know. Does that help a little bit? Not really, but interesting. All right, let's get what's the vibe for you. Lots of little distractions here. Is that what you're doing? Could you be getting distracted? I've never been so distracted in a reading before. So, you know, just noticing this, noticing that. You know, it's like, are we not paying attention to the message here? You know? Are you even paying attention to what I'm saying? Okay. All right, so we've got stagnant, yeah, stuck, dead end, and frozen. This is probably where we're at. We need to release that. How? With some action. Masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. Maybe you got some daddy issues. Maybe you gotta be with your daddy, something like that. Maybe that's, you know, spending time with like-minded males. Bro time. Intimacy. Well, okay. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. I think this is what you crave. This is what you crave, Cancer, is intimacy. You know, and you've been stagnant in that area, and it's time to let down your walls, release your judgments, and open up, because this weekend looks really good. I mean, let's not mince words here. I mean, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. It'd be even better if the Lovers came out, but there's enough clarification here to say that you really need some closeness this weekend. All right, closing message. Fucking apologize. Okay. Seriously, just do it. Okay. There you go. This is great energy. Open up to it. You know what I'm saying, Cancer? It's win or lose. Okay, so things happened. Now we've got to work on it. Now what do? We release it. That's what we do. So maybe you're reconciling with somebody from the past, something like that. But let's not deny this. Let's not deny ourselves this, and that's closeness and intimacy. So this weekend could be pretty spicy, Cancer. So very good. All right, Cancer. That is going to do it for the freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's available for you Wednesday, 10 a.m. So you can go ahead and at the end of the video here, there is a link to that. Don't forget to watch the live video I did on Thursday. That is October predictions. So you're getting your monthly reading. Okay? Wonderful stuff. And if you'd like a personal reading, well, go ahead and get a hold of me. Click the link in the description and we can do in person or online. My schedule is more open. Love it. All right, Cancer, we're going to take you off the board. Thank you for watching. And let's see who is next. And it's Sagittarius. Welcome, Sag, to the freaking weekend. I keep knocking that bowl. Let's put you up on the board. There you are, you handsome devils. All right. Let's get the vibe. Let's see, Sag, how's things going? Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Is that it? You sure? Oh, they said no. Okay. What's going on here, Sag? The cards can't even figure themselves out. They seem a little stuck together. And true. Okay. Weird. All right. Wow. Yeah, there's a big message here. It's Libra season. We're going to put that right up there. Yeah, this is great energy. This is good energy. Okay, so let's stop wasting our time. All right? Focus on balance, harmony. This is the time of the year that we do that. So that's bringing it to your attention. Balance things out this weekend. It's time to do that. How? We stop wasting our energy. We get motivated. We take the action to empower ourselves. This and change too. So do something different this weekend. Do something that you haven't been able to do yet. Now you have the chance to. It's time. That's the big message here. And not wasting your energy. The big thing is not wasting your energy. It's put you off balance. So only you know what that is, okay? So just remember that. So let's get some oracles, and those fell out weird. Okay, so detach. If you got to detach from some things you do, you have to detach from this shitty energy right here. Feeling alone, we need to detach from that also. Again, it's wasting our energy. Trust where you're going right now. So this is empowering stuff, guys. And it's time. Anytime the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's time. Time to balance things out. Time to focus on balance and detach from this negative energy that you hold on to. Or maybe just a shitty week. Again, it seems it has been pretty rough. I've been talking to people about some of the sensations they're feeling from the eclipse energy and the equinox, and it can be overpowering for people that are needing that push, and they don't know how to process it. So look at that, the Wheel of Fortune's out again. It's time to walk away. Yes, absolutely, guys. Whatever's holding you back, it's time to work on it and empower yourself. That's beautiful. Queen of Pentacles, feet on the ground, get grounded this weekend. I think that calls to be grounded. Yeah, we definitely need a call to action there. Eight of Pentacles is put in the work. Try something different. Again, there's this huge focus on shifting something to different. Six of Wands, this is victory and success. Just focus on that. This is a great weekend. But if you're sitting in this, guys, we got problems. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to relationships. Celebrate your victories. It's time. Interesting. All right. What else do we have to add to Sag's reading for the weekend? Woo. Okay. All right, so it's starting to become clear here. Conflict, clashing, differences, and incompatibility. We could be aware of that. Are we letting it go? Are we detaching from that? I hope we are. And then we have the other side of the coin, which is lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and a lot of sexual energy, and maybe it's time to just let it out, you know what I'm saying? And pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. So maybe the sexual energy needs to release this weekend. So make sure you do in the way that is happy for you. It's time. I don't know. I think the Justice card also is like, sometimes it's just not all fucking rainbows and puppy dog tails. You know what I mean? Sometimes stuff gets a little out of hand. So we need to balance it out. Let's not focus and waste our energy on hurt feelings because somebody didn't stroke your ego the way you wanted it to. You know what I mean? That's creating some imbalances here. So just focus on balance, work on it. It's time. It's very good energy. It's positive outcome. So just work on it. Don't sit in it. You sit in it, that's on you. All right, longing. Missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Could be going out also. Maybe settling some indifferences with some people finally, Hey, stranger things have happened, but it's definitely moving towards that change. So make sure you do, all right? Let's get a closing message for you, Sagittarius, and see what else we have for you. What else do we have for Sag to close it out with the Rebel deck? And it just comes down to this. You need a big fucking hug this weekend. So make sure you get the intimacy, that you need. Again, it's like Cancer's reading. You need intimacy. Squeeze. So we're giving you a big virtual hug. Okay? So, Sag, it's time to, there's so many messages here. It's time to stop focusing on conflict and clashing with everybody and start really working towards balance, moving towards balance. Thank you for my balanced relationships. Thank you for the people around me, that inspire me and encourage me. Thank you for myself for, being kinder, gentler to myself, And if you need to get it out, maybe this week has just been fraughted with a lot of conflicts and you guys need to get together, couples need to get together and just kind of have some fun. Man, I totally put those on the wrong pile. Never do that. So, Sag, a release is definitely needed. A healthy one. That's the only way. Okay? All right, Sag. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading available at 10 a.m. Watch that. And don't forget to watch the live that I did Thursday last night. And we did your October tarot readings for all the signs. So beautiful. Go ahead and check that out for the month of October. Get a jump on it. Okay? All right, Sag. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Get the love that you deserve. Open up to it. And let's see let's take you off the board. And let's see who's next. And it's Leo. I just had a feeling it was going to be. Leo, welcome to the freaking weekend. There we go, baby. There we are. Fellow kings and queens, welcome. Let's get the vibe for us for this weekend, shall we? All right, let's do it. What do we have, Leo? Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Is that it? Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we got your strength card out here. Our strength card. Yeah, it's time. Yep. Walk away from stuck perspectives. Walk away from what no longer serves us. Absolutely. And man, does it really show through with strength and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a big deal. This is opening up to fortune. This is doubling down on your energy this weekend. Open up to it. Empower yourself and walk away from things that keep you stuck. People, places, or things. Absolutely. If you are feeling in stagnant energy, move. There's a lot of messages here that are saying keep movement going, you know. Go for a walk. Do some exercises, you know, do something to strengthen yourself. Meditate, you know, that kind of thing. It's time. So this weekend, divine timing could definitely be in your favor. Definitely. So let's get some oracles. Anything else? I think there's one more in there. There it is. Just as it should be. Yeah, release. Look at that. Release, heal, and manifest. The 3 steps for this weekend. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think it has to do with when I put the cards up there. I think it messes with the white balance, maybe. I don't know. But look at that. Release what no longer serves us. Heal inner strength. And manifest. It's time. Wow. Whew. That's beautiful. This is a great weekend. This really is. It's breaking the chains. Once the chains are broken, the magic happens. You see that? Wow. Let's get love and relationships. Let's see what's going on with that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that it? Yep. Page of Wands, messages coming in. Yeah, uncertainty. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Uncertainty. Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. Could be feeling a little moody. Maybe you need to release that. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is, so change. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands is action. Again, movement. Take action. Someone's getting a hold of you, making an offer, one of your friends maybe, but it's time to kind of move towards that. Again, there's more movement. Move towards it, okay? For some reason, it's like move towards it. Don't stand still in your uncertainty. Move forward. Doesn't matter what it is. It's going to work out great, okay? Wow. So take a chance on an opportunity that comes your way this weekend. Don't shy away from it. Interesting, exciting to say the least. All right. Did I have another card fall out of there? Or if it was just that one. Was it just that one? It was. All right. Let's look at this. All right. We got a lot of messages here. Longing, craving, aching, and wanting. I don't know. I got a feeling somebody definitely macking on you. And cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Okay, so release that. Don't let your vision be clouded, okay? Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Oh boy, I'm telling you, something's up here. Don't let it distort or unbalance you. Walk away from it. You know what I mean? That person will, I guess they'll make their gesture. This is what you all, and I tell you right now, they're hoping, expecting, faith, and manifesting. Manifest. There's something going on here. And love the sunflowers. Love the sunflowers. Those are our flowers. And peace, balance, harmony, friendship. Again, I'm telling you, there's something going on here with the friendship, an offer coming in. Don't let it cloud your judgment, the uncertainty of it. If it feels right, go with it. If it feels right, you know. But somebody is there's craving here twice. There's expecting. There's somebody's missing you, craving you, desiring you, wanting you. Open up to it. Doesn't that put like a smile on your face? Like, wait, let me see if I can do it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, somebody's wanting me. You know, don't let that unbalance you. Just open up to it, okay? All right, more messages coming in. And it's just about having laughter, happiness, joy, healing. Again, more healing. Again, being around good people and soulmate. Man, we've been getting this a lot. Twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Guys, something is up. Something is up. Oof. I don't have any plans this weekend, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's still early. It's still early. Ooh, look at that. Take a shot. What's this? Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2. And then move on. That's the big thing. Move on. And laugh. Have some fun this weekend. Really. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? That's right. A Leo without a sense of humor is a very uncomfortable room. You know what I mean? So, Leo, that one hell of a weekend. Oh my God. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how your weekend went in the comments. Come back and let us know. I mean, inquiring minds do want to know. But wow, what a fucking weekend. That's great. That's great. The key is walking away from being uncertain and just opening up to, all right, anything goes. And man, does it work. Good for you, Leo. Make sure you watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That gives you, because we talk about this extensively. So check that out. Also, I did a live last night at 7 p.m. on Thursday that I did all October tarot readings for the signs. So check those out and incorporate that with your weeklies and your weekends. Guys, I got you covered, because Leo, I love you so much. All right. So Leo, have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Capricorn. Capricorn, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe for you. Ooh. Is there anything else? Yes. Okay. Just that. Alrighty. Okay. All right. I like this. Yeah, we're moving on up. All right. Yeah. Feet on the ground. Get grounded this weekend. Opportunity comes through that. Again, just like Leo's reading, movement. Lots of movement this weekend. Enjoy it. Get outside. Get outside is the key. Go get some cider. Go get some goddamn apples. Do something. I don't care if you just walk through a cornfield. Do something. You know what I mean? Do something. Go to the beach. Get grounded. You better be barefoot while you're doing it. This is everything. This energy, this whole spread looks to me like everything works out in my favor. That's what it says. Everything works out in my favor. So keep that up. All right? Keep that vibe up. Communication is going to be key, and so is movement. Wow, look at shine. Don't let anyone take your shine. You're having faith here. Maybe you're teaching someone a lesson. Something like that. You know what I mean? I coughed, so maybe you're sharing something, some wisdom with somebody, but this is put in the effort to shine as brightly as the sun. This is great. Another 8. The sun energy is very strong, very sunny, beautiful weekend for you if you open up to it, Feet on the ground, though. Be practical about what your plans are. Because if you want things to go a certain way, be a little bit more flexible. But, this looks really good. This looks really good. Put time and effort into things that pay off. Other than that, out. Okay? Anything else? All right, yeah, so it looks like to me, yeah, an end to like a disagreement or a disillusion in a relationship. Again, communication is important this weekend, so communicate. And the 9 of Pentacles says that you're going to benefit from it. So if you benefit from a positive attitude and you benefit from communicating effectively and not harshly, and from the heart, because Leo, the sun, is from the heart, things start to pay off. So paying off by not doing what you did before, by handling it in a practical, sensible way. Yeah. And then we get this, a breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. So what do? We work on that energy. We put in the effort. We let the sun burn away that negative vibe, okay? Telling you, get outside and ground. Maybe you just need to get out. Maybe that's what this is all about. Okay. Let's get... what's the vibe? Just one, yeah, longing. Longing. Missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Let's talk is fucking key. Get together over some dinner. Talk about things. The longing, that is for coupled Capricorns to have a conversation, talk it out, communicate effectively, but communicate from the heart. You see, the sun is coming from the heart there. That's the way you shine. That's the way this pays off this weekend. If you communicate from the heart and not from the head or ego or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work any other way except from the heart. That will pay off big time. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you. So this week you were probably at your breaking point now. Now you're willing to work things out. Now we go to the discussion table. Okay. Closing message is believe what you see. Believe what you see, not what's going on in here. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Okay, so there it is right there. It's time. Things are at the breaking point. Now it's time to have that conversation from the heart that really moves things forward. Other than that, this looks like great energy to get outside and do something, to enjoy yourselves, okay? Or just to enjoy yourself. But we're getting out of this negative mindset, and we're really, for a lot of you Capricorns, you're going to start seeing the results, and that's what we're all looking for, is the big payoff. All right, Capricorn, damn, that was swift and fast, just like the weekend probably for you. So just remember, it's very important to just be optimistic, open up, instead of staying at one point. But I'm telling you, conversation needs to be had, and it'll work out for you. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted on Wednesdays, so you get the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. And also, make sure you check out last night's live. I did October predictions for all the signs. We did tarot readings. We talked about the astrology. It was great. Okay? So, Capricorn, enjoy your weekend. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. Or are we already we're already at the end, and it's Aries. Now, we started with Pisces and we end with Aries. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Last but not least, first in the Zodiac, last on the freaking weekend. But we save the best for last, don't we? We sure do, Aries. Thank God we've got timestamps. But I really appreciate the people. I know a lot of you watch the whole damn thing. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. I actually replay it while I'm like doing my dishes and cleaning and stuff. Working on other stuff. Just to see if I can catch any like good shorts or like really good bits of info to share later, So Aries, let's get the vibe for the weekend for you on the freaking weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's do it. Aries, last but not least. Ooh. I saw some cards flip over. There they go. Is that it? Yep. Okay. Oh, hell no. All right. Hell no. All right. So look at, put in the, all right. So I got a lot of messages for you guys. All right, so walk away from any drama. You don't need to compete for anybody's energy, anything like that, Aries. No. 8 of Cups to the 5 of Wands. Hell no. It's already got you worried. It's already got you, defensive. It's time to take down the walls. The weekend message for you is resilience. You can do this. Put in the work. It's time. You're really starting to look at the future once you're getting out of this mess that we've been in this week for you, okay? And it works out. Just don't worry. You got to take a win or lose attitude, and you're always going to choose to win. I hope you do. But let down your walls. Put in the work to start doing that, to open up to new opportunities. You could be traveling, and maybe that's what's going on. You got some traveling drama, but either way it works out. It all depends on where you're putting your focus, So let's get some oracles for you. My beautiful, lovely Aries. Fiery Aries. Fiery. Yes, awaiting results. You got to be patient. Put in the work. Ooh. Share the love and lovers. Okay. All right. This is good energy here. Maybe some of you are opening up to a relationship. Maybe after a little volatility with ours. For some of you, siblings. I got that message. They wanted me to say siblings instead of partner. So some of you could be dealing with brothers and sisters in that drama. You don't need to. Don't put up walls. But share the love. That means celebrate. So where are you putting your focus? On all the drama that's happened or celebrating small victories here? Put in the work to change the vibe. The Lover's card is fantastic, which is great to segue into the love and relationship portion of the reading. So let's see what's going on with our relationships this weekend. Is it some of this drama that we're dealing with? What do we have? Is that it? Yep. All right, so yeah, our wishy-washiness is because of fear of failure. So again, we need to change this. We need to let this go. Let's put 5s on the board. We got 5, 5, 5 right here. So let's do that. So this weekend brings transformation and change. Yeah, change the way we're doing things. And you're at this halfway point. You're ready. Another 2. So just be aware of not being wishy-washy. Balance it out. You're ready. Something you want is on its way. And I think maybe that's what you're feeling. You're feeling this anticipation. All right, I'm ready. All right, Aries, don't get crazy. And just because it's not here yet doesn't mean it's not going to show up also. I have to say that. Okay, so let's get some more oracles to see what we got going on. Anything else? Nope, that's it. All right, so some of you may be dealing with this, rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. And that's the big one. That's an irrational fear. Okay, so be aware of that. Instead, focus on peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. So friendship is huge here with the 3 of Cups and also love. Also, I guess this is what it is. Let's not rock the boat. Let's not focus on things that rock our boat. Walk away from that and get out of worry. Worry is a wasted emotion, so don't do it this weekend because, you're going to work worried Friday to finish out the weekend, and then next thing you know, you're going to bed Sunday still worrying. The whole weekend passed you by. Don't let that happen this time, Aries. Focus on harmony, especially when it comes to siblings, friends, relationships. You are in need of being with people right now. So do that instead of isolating yourself, okay? That's a big one right there. So let's get, what's the vibe? Okay, which ones? All of it. These are just reinforcements of what's going on. Worry, stressed out, maybe dealing with some migraines. I know a lot of people have been dealing with migraines lately, which leaves you salty. Salty, angry, and bitter. Release that. Again, the big thing is 8 of Cups, walk away from it, okay? We don't need this. This is the stuff that we don't need. This is the stuff that we should be focusing on. Laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. You see, there's like this balance of where do I put my focus? Put it on this. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. You need intimacy on any kind of level that makes you feel good, okay? So let's get a closing message for you, Aries, from the Rebel deck and see what we have for you. What do we have for Aries? This weekend, detox. How? Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Okay. There we go, guys. That's what we're going to do this weekend. We're going to detox from worrying, from tension, from letting things go, from feeling lonely and all of that, and putting in the work to really opening up to some good closeness. Make sure you love the one you're with. Invite your family over for dinner, something like that. have that intimacy, that closeness that you crave because you've isolated yourself. All right. So, Aries, that's going to do it for this freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the midweek reset tarot reading is posted on Wednesdays, and that goes so in depth with the week and the astrology and all of that. These are just fun, light. Try to keep it fun and light, but the message is the message sometimes, guys. But walk away from what no longer serves you. It's time for a transformation, Aries. I love you all. Everybody, thank you so much for watching for another episode of the Freakin' Weekend. Don't forget, we've got October tarot predictions. That is already posted. That was Thursday, last night. And lots more coming your way in the month of October. If you would like a personal reading with me, I've opened up my schedule for the rest of this month and more of October, in person or online. Let's do it. I'm usually available 9:30 p.m. at night. So perfect time. Let's get together. Let's get some insight. Let's get some clarity and have a great convo. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to have a great weekend and to really, really enjoy yourself and be in this moment, be in this now. All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday.